Hello everyone, Alex RC Freak here, coming at you with another unboxing video of the Arrma Kraton 8S 1/5 scale 4-wheel drive beast mode. The only thing I will say off the bat is I do not like the steering bell crank design. I think it's a really bad design. It's not horrible, it's just not, it could have been designed a lot better, and I really do mean that a lot better. So with that being said, anyway, sorry, my camera, I was trying to make a video before and my camera decided to glitch out on me. So we're going to run through this real quick. I'm going to have you on my handheld camera here, so just so you guys know. So anyway, these screws, it has all steel gears. Now these are spiral cut ring gear right here and pinion gears, and these are steel bearings. They're steel sealed bearings right here, but on the rear drive line it's a rubber sealed bearing. So this is a rubber sealed bearing. This is the pinion gear part. This is the center drive line that goes into the pinion gear. That's the snap ring. So just so you know, this has 3 chassis braces, one there, so, and then one also in the front right here. The basically Spectrum 160 amp ESC and motor has a cat pack on it. That is what this is right there. Also on this center, this is the center differential right here. So this is the ring gear, this is the differential cup, these are the end caps. So anyway, these screws right here are extremely Loctited in. I mean, to the point to where you'll snap screws. And these are a 3.5 millimeter flathead tapered screw. 3.5 millimeter. Remember that, 3.5 millimeter screw. That's a very odd size. Just so you guys know, they're 16 millimeters long. So they're 3.5 millimeter by 16. And you'll probably snap them if you don't have a torch like this. I got this at Harbor Freight, or you can go to the gas station. You need both actually, so you should get both. Get this at a gas station, get that at Harbor Freight, and you just literally torch around it, try to get on the aluminum itself, and just literally 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not kidding you. And just heat it up, and then try it with a good 2.5 millimeter Allen, and then try loosening it. So yeah. Also with these motor mount screws right here, these are Loctited in. This grub screw on this 17 millimeter thing right here, the pinion, is Loctited in, which this needs to be upgraded to a 25 tooth right out of the box, or it's going to be really slow. If you notice on this turnbuckle here, is you have a steel insert right in here. There's a threaded steel insert. So these are $40 if you ever break one. Also on the drive cups, which I really like, is they have this old metal piece here that is press fit into the plastic, so that way you won't strip it out. These are the 8S shocks. The shock caps look very cheap to me, like they're going to be a leak problem. This is the actual size of the diffs. It's the actual size of the 6S diffs. Now see how the 6S diffs are straight cut? And these ones are helical cut, as they say, or spiral cut. So just thought I'll let you know. Now we're going to be doing the unboxing. Alright. This is the DX2E radio. It's kind of a shitty radio, to be honest, but it works. It's only a 2-channel. But, you know, you got the power here. You got your active vehicle control right here. You got your throttle trim right here, steering trim, bind button. So, yeah. You got the instructions. You got snap ring pliers right there, as you can see in there. See those little tabs right in there? These are snap ring pliers. It's 24mm wrench. These are for like sway bar links. There's 4 of them in there. Alright, so as you can tell, I got the green version. And yeah, I got the green version. So the tire foam is actually pretty soft. It feels pretty grippy. I actually like it. It just looks badass. It has these plastic body clip holders. These tethers and the body clip holder things. Stick that there. Now look at this beast. It's just, I'm gonna do your handheld now. Okay, so you got really thick arms. These are your shocks. They don't look like they're leaking. Look like they're 5mm shafts. You got the center brace there. Now you can thread these out or thread them in. And if you notice right there, there's a gap right in there. See that gap? There's a gap there too. I don't know how well you can see that with that in the way, but there's a gap there. So just be cautious. These are IC5 connectors, exactly the same as EC5 connectors. Now if you're wondering what this cord is for, it's for the smart batteries. From Horizon Smart Batteries, so that way the ESC just knows. You got a cooling fan. It looks like a 45x45. There's 4 2.5mm Allens holding it on. Like I say, with any of these screws right here, heat it up. Heat them up with that torch, or you'll be sorry, trust me. So this is what I mean by the steering bell crank design. Now, if you notice, look at this servo saver setup. Let me get the light in closer. Sorry about the camera, but let me get the light in closer here for you. So this servo saver set. Now see how short this is right here? This isn't like long out to here, so you get more leverage. And the bell crank is like kissing the bulkhead. So, and then you get this junky ass servo bell crank right here. I don't like the design. I think it's trash. And if you steer one of these, you can watch this piece right here flexing. It flexes like that, just a little bit. That's why they put that. There's a bearing. There's a bearing behind this plastic piece right here, and a 2.5mm screw behind that. You can tighten it in and make your servo saver supposedly tighter, but I don't know. They say this servo has 485 ounces of torque. That's probably at 8.4 volts, which the stock ESC will only go to. If you upgrade this to a max 5, you will not get 8.4 volt option. It will get 7.4 volt option. Keep that in mind. It's a 15-tooth spline servo. This is 4-wheel drive. As you know, 24mm hexes right there. They're aluminum, and they are aluminum in the wheels. These wheels have aluminum inserts, or steel, or cast metal, I guess you could say. Centered metal is the exact term, but on these wheels, yeah, sorry about this. I'm trying to do this on the ground here, but it has centered metal inserts in these plastic wheels, so you won't strip them out, the 24mm hex. It's kind of a nice idea. It's a nice thought. The only thing you need to realize too with this is look at this gap right here. See how tight that is? It kind of makes it a bitch with these battery straps to load batteries in it. Just keep it in mind that there's no gap here. So, something to think about. It's the back. But yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, you got your body posts here, which are adjustable, front and back. if you actually know too, with modification, you must modify it. You could put these rear body posts on the DBXLE and run like a monster truck body or like a body like that on there. So just saying. But yeah, you got the all steel drivetrain. The chassis has Arrma laser etched in, so which is cool. And it has these little plastic skid plates right here, front right there and right there, to help protect the chassis. You're still gonna scratch it though. The only thing I don't like though is look at how thin this is right here, and then it's thin on the other side too. Check it out. See how thin it gets? Oh, hold on, you probably can't see it very well, but see how thin it gets in there? So you guys can see, I'm trying to get you guys to see that as best you can. But the shocks, they feel like perfect out of the box, like nice and firm feeling. I like the firmer feeling shock. So I don't even think I'll touch the shocks. The differential fluid I'm definitely gonna touch. The diffs are probably bone dry in the front and rear if you go on the forum. 90% of the people are experiencing that. The center differential, you'll probably snap the screws in it. So just be cautious of that. But if you can get them out, you can take a wire brush and wire brush the Loctite off of them, and it'll come right out. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's basically the truck. Rolls very nice, but it's a sweet ride, and I'm very excited to do a tear down on it. To take out the front differentials, all you need to do is take out a 4mm screw right here, a 3mm screw right here, a 3mm screw there, 3mm screw there and there. Now keep in mind this is on there very tight, and if you're wondering what this piece is for, it's for a sway bar kit. You have to purchase aftermarket. So anyway, or like from the factory, but it doesn't come with it obviously. But yeah, anyway, you got 4 3mm screws right there, and then you got 1 4mm right there, and then this front case pops off, and then you get the diff off. Now the pinion gear, you can get it off if you take off that snap ring. So you'll take this whole center drive line out with it though, or this center drive line down in there. You can't really see it, but yeah, that center drive line out there, you'll take it all out with it too when you take it off. So it's the exact same way as to do it in the back, except you got that wing mount you have to undo to get the differential, have access to it. But you don't really have to take out the pinion gear, really. You could just take out the ring gear, wipe out the grease with a paper towel that's clean, spray it out with brake cleaner, let it dry, you should be okay. But yeah, I do like how this motor comes with a cooling fan, a good size one too at that. Yeah, and that it's a looks like a pretty beast RC. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually very excited about it. I got a green one. That's all I can say. I finally got green. Orangey glad I didn't get orange this time. Seriously. So it's kind of nice to finally be able to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? With body colors, I guess. And this is a good looking body too. The brand new Kraton bodies, like the V4 Kraton 8 scale 6S BLX. The body on that is very nice looking, the blue and stuff like that. So I can only imagine what they're gonna do with this for like V2 and 3. So hopefully get rid of this steering servo saver setup, do something that's actually better. But is my hope. But yeah, just keep in mind, if you actually put an aluminum steering servo horn on here, it's gonna be right here. So it's gonna actually be really close to this top bracket here. And actually, if you don't know, a Max 5 will fit on this factory ESC plate right here. Perfect, like end to end will fit, like they meant it to be on there. But just know, if you get an aluminum servo 15 tooth spline servo horn, you're gonna have to space it out. So this is level. So it's gonna be like this if you don't, and it won't work right. So you have to have it level. It will mess with the leverage. So have it like nice and perpendicular like that instead of like that. So just know that you're gonna have to get some spacers or brace it in some way. So anyway, that being said, this is, you know, Christmas Eve. I don't have a whole lot of time to be super mega in depth on this vehicle. I'm going to be doing a video series on this. I don't know 100% how much I'm going to record of it or how much time I'll have to actually do a recording of it. But I'll absolutely do my best for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for any and everyone subscribing to my channel. I'm probably going to keep this ESC. I may just make adapters for this speed control. I might just make adapters and solder soldered in, because they got this like third wire setup going on here, and I don't know if I really want to mess with that all that much, so I might just make EC5 adapters and plug in there, and that way I'll just do it that way. But anyway, with that being said, Alex RC Freak out. Peace.